You know, Alfonso Cuaron hasn't directed a lot of movies. Well, you should, man, because you're really talented. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Roma, which is now on Netflix. Directed by Alfonso Cuaron, written by him as well, the director of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and Gravity. And this cast is full of unknowns. It's a foreign film. It's a limited release film that's in theaters, but mainly it is on Netflix. That's how I watched it. This film takes place in Mexico City in the 70s, and it's about this woman named Cleo. She is a maid for these group of people in this house, and the whole entire movie is about Cleo's life as a maid, as well as becoming a mother. She gets pregnant. Really, it's a film about the struggles of motherhood, as well as struggling during the times of Mexico City in the 1970s with certain events going on in this film. Alfonso Cuaron is one of my favorite directors personally. I really love Prisoner of Azkaban. Gravity is such a beautiful looking film. Hearing all the hype for it, and that this is basically kind of like a personal story for Alfonso Cuaron, because this is how he grew up and it's a passion project for him. It was going to be a very limited indie release, and they were going to release it on Netflix, and that's how I watched it. And I watched Roma, guys, and what were my thoughts on it? I loved this movie. Roma is such a beautifully told story that feels so realistic, so emotional, as well as really realistic. It has great performances in it, and it just feels like real life events. And it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it yet. The superstar of this film is Alfonso Cuaron's direction. His direction is absolutely fantastic. He definitely had a passion project for this film. He really wanted this story to get told. And it really does feel like true life events on the big screen. This is a foreign film. It feels like a documentary. And the camera shots and all that just making you feel like you're in this event. The whole entire movie is filmed in black and white, which I think is the smartest decision. I felt like I was there. He will definitely get an Oscar nomination for Best Director and for Best Original Screenplay, because this whole entire movie is so authentic. All the performances were absolutely fantastic in this film. They feel realistic, and you do care about the one particular character in the film. Yalitza Aparicio. She is fantastic in this movie, and I'm sorry if I butchered the last name. I don't speak Spanish. The story, where it took place, and the direction it took was completely unexpected, and it just takes you on a good journey, and you follow the whole film with her character. I felt really bad for her in some certain scenes, especially with the whole family. I felt bad for her towards the final act. And it does get into some really serious stuff. The cinematography looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful. The black and white shots all look so freaking good. There's a scene in this movie where there's a bunch of karate people out on a field. It just looks grand and epic. Some shots of mountains, shots of the ocean. It's the top runner right now, I think, for best cinematography, if I'm speaking Oscars. I really was invested with the story to this movie. The movie flattens you on the ground because you're not going to expect what's going to happen. And the way Cuaron shows you what's going on with the main actress Cleo and her struggles and what she's going through, motherhood and family problems, job problems, it really does get serious, and the final act is really good. As far as flaws, I really only had two flaws. I don't think this is Cuaron's best film. I still think it's Prisoner of Azkaban, and a lot of people have pointed this out as well. The first act of this movie is really slow paced. It does take a while for you to get involved with the story, understand what's going on with these characters and what the story's trying to tell you. I did doze off a little bit for just 5 minutes, but then something in the film just hit me like a lightning bolt, and I was just locked in from the rest of the film. That's what the great films do. They just lock you in with one point, and then you're just on the journey. I wish some of the other family members could have had more rememberability to them, but that's totally fine. That's a passable flaw. The other family members are pretty unlikable, but you can see the build that they have with Cleo and the friendships they do have towards the end. Roma is a beautifully told story, guys. Definitely check this out on Netflix. Or if you're nearby a theater that it's playing at, definitely go see it in theaters. That's what many people are saying. Alfonso Cuaron, this is definitely a personal story that he absolutely nailed. This is a beautiful film. Definitely check out Roma. It's one of the most hyped films towards the end of the year, and it's really good. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Roma a 4 out of 5 stars. This is definitely a good one. Alright guys, those were my thoughts on Roma. Have you seen Roma yet, guys? And what were your thoughts on it? Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Click that notification bell on your way out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!